Let's see. So I think I start out with torpedoes here. 115 knots, 131. No, I'll start out with bombers. Bombers are going to be a little faster. And having the double conceal upgrade as well as the commander skill, gets us down to 15 clicks. So, we can play up a little bit. How many battleships? 3, so we don't have tons of long-range shell threat. And we will try to get across and do some scouting. We're also against a Hornet. It's kind of cool. You thought Hidden Menace wasn't supposed to nerf survivability because it lowered the safe altitude to compensate for slower planes. So, if your plane shoots here, and this is the leave, normal planes will shoot here and take continuous damage up to this area. The Hidden Menace planes will shoot here and take continuous damage up to this area. However, they move half as fast, so they take the same amount of time to get from here, like normal planes and Hidden Menace planes. But flak doesn't stop. So flak continues as they're climbing, and often they take just enough flak that they get nailed before they get to the safe distance. So you can lose additional planes because of Hidden Menace. I mean, you gain concealment, so you do gain a benefit, but it's not purely a benefit. I'm gonna go after the Edinburgh. We're gonna lose a bunch of planes here. Lost 2, lost 3. Let's see if we can follow the Edinburgh in this turn. Whiff. Alright, so we did get some spotting on some DDs. I don't think we have anything else to do there. So we lost actually quite a lot of planes off of that. Oh, Kerr first, got it. Could try to hit the Preußen Alaska that's in transit, maybe? Or do I go over and see what I can spot over here? Those are not divved.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
AP bombs, that's not going to matter to him. Might matter to this. We could drop a fighter for this. And then just try to provide pressure against the Benson.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Preußen might broadside if I get spotted, but I'm going to try to move up and play aggressively with the low concealment. Let's drop the fighter so we can see over the smoke.
Fighter airborne.
This has a similar reticle to what the Malta uses, I think. And these are not zippy, so definitely requires some different lead. I think he wants to cut inside that island, but no, he's actually turning over this way. If he turns in, this might arm. Does he eat 2 there? Cool. He eats a few. Alright, so now we've got our tactical bombers. So these are roughly 3-minute cooldown, 171 seconds. You do have some boost consumable, but basically we're going to drop similar to like what the Ark Royal does. It's got just basically a carpet bomb reticle. So similar to the Ark Royal, similar to the Malta, but these are going to be HE bombs. They have some pretty significant amount of pen. They have 42 millimeter. They do quite a lot of damage. If you bomb a CV with this, you can do like 20,000 or 24,000 damage because of how huge the deck is. It can be pretty gnarly. Also, these have similar levels of health to, can I see this? These have similar levels of health to the FDR. So they can take flak, they can take some punishment and still come out the other side. Ideally, we'd go after like the Cleveland. There we go. We can go after the Cleveland here. Because he's shooting, he's lit. Jutland, no. Do we have shots on the Cleveland with this? Maybe? Yeah, people are actually connecting, so we're able to light this. That's gonna force him out of his hidey hole. Could go after the Kerr first. Wouldn't be a bad idea. But I think I'm gonna go for this for damage. Because I can spot with other stuff. I would much rather try to make this matter. while I can. Yeah, took some flak and just in the yellow. Again, similar lead to what you're gonna do with the Arc Royal or the Malta, and quite a lot of damage with that with the TAC bombers. Quite a bit. So Cleveland's now in the open. He's probably gonna take shell damage and go down, which means we're looking for next. We could maybe have torps on this while it's in transition. This is kind of just a giant cluster of stuff. Carpet bombing with basically midway dive bombs? No, they're not midway dive bombs. Midway bombs do something like 12,000 damage and have like 60 something millimeters pen. So it's less than that. It might be more akin to Lexington bombs? Not sure offhand. Is he just AFK? Might just be AFK. Somebody slapped him. Must have been the Venezia. Alright, so the Cleveland goes down. All of their assets are over on this side. Ideally, I'm trying to fight stuff about 13, 14 clicks away, which is why I have the lowered detection, but I don't use that too often. We have a heal here. I think I'll go in on the Venezia. Venezia AA is actually spicy. Shit! Thought I hit the heal and it didn't care. Also, Venezia is very fast. I'm not gonna get anything for there. As soon as you do lift off with the TAC bombers, they start to reload. So we've already got our next tactical squadron up. We could potentially go after these destroyers. Looks like we didn't even scratch the Venezia. He just cut inside that. Does that hurt? No. We'll try to see if we can dislodge this. If this doesn't work, we might go after the Preußen, but the Preußen could shatter a lot of our shells. It has 90 millimeters in some parts of the deck. And this is pretty pushed off the map. So not too much to be worried about there. Maybe? Alright, he felt that. Okay. We're gonna go back with torpedoes. Torpedoes really more universal than AP. Edinburgh's gotta be retreating.
Research complete.
That DD was taken. We might be able to flush the Jutland in the open. And then these guys in the north. I mean, it's 9-5. There's really just... This match is done. Can we get this guy out to where somebody else can shoot him? Don't have an engine boost here. And we'd be attacking into a fighter. It's fine. Actually, well, I could have dropped a fighter, but it just would have been shot down.
Autopilot mode.
I think we can base off this rock. I don't think they're gonna YOLO. Again, we have the upper hand on this. How long for the tactical bombers? 25 seconds? Might be able to bomb the enemy Hornet, actually. Could probably do that. Oh, and something specific for the Hornet. When you are dropping AP bombs, if you're dropping a battleship, make sure to slow down as far as possible. 103 knots, as slow as you can go, because otherwise you can actually pitch the bombs forward far enough that they will ricochet off the deck, that they'll just skip off the superstructure, skip off the hull. Alright. So we'll go with the HE squad and see if we can hit the Hornet. Although, no, he's actually already down.
Our victory is in sight.
So, Edinburgh actually might take the Cleveland here. Sasha opens up, because he's going to shoot the Cleveland. Well, maybe he's actually shooting over an island. Pop engine boost, see if we can get something here. It'd be better if we could have at least some kind of angle going with this. which we don't really have that. We could follow that up, but he's gonna have a Megami, so the Edinburgh is probably done. These guys are still just, they're bullied off. They can't get in.
Destination reached. Autopilot mode disabled. Good game.
2 sets? Just 1. I think they're gonna be going for torpedoes here. Might just be mutual destruction. No, Megami opts to eat torps without return fire. Can we get torps into this? He beached. We could. 40 seconds until attack bombers.
Engaging enemy.
Dead Horse is asking about what? The Trump?